Hello students, then we are solving NCERT class 11 chapter 3 motion in a straight line questions, and student you can find out link of solution of all questions of this chapter in description box. Students, we have also solved questions of SC Verma, rest and motion. SC Verma, you know that it's important for all those students who are preparing for IIT or NEET examinations. So you can find out link of solution of all those questions of SC Verma here also in description box. So if any student is new on this channel, please subscribe this channel and let us start our today's class. Student, we are solving question number 11. This question is saying, read each statement below carefully and state with reasons and examples if it is true or false a particle in one dimensional motion. Student, we have 4 statements and we have to check for a particle moving in one dimensional motion which statement is true and which is false. Okay, let us check one by one. Statement 1, this statement is saying with zero speed at an instant may have non-zero acceleration at that instant. Okay, student, yeah, this statement is true. Remember, during motion in one dimension, when a body is projected in vertically upward direction, then what happens? Its speed starts to decrease. And at its highest point, its speed becomes zero. Thereafter, it comes towards downward side, and still at this point, at this instant, when its speed is zero but acceleration is not zero, rather it has value g equals to 9.8 meter per second square. So it is possible, student, that for a particle in one dimensional motion, its speed at any instant is zero but acceleration is not zero. This is correct, non-zero acceleration. So statement A is true. Okay, student. Okay, now we check statement B. This statement is saying with zero speed may have non-zero velocity. With zero speed, speed is zero but velocity is not zero. This statement is saying a speed is zero, velocity not equals to zero. No, this is not possible, student. This statement is false. For anybody moving in one dimensional motion, a speed, you can say it is the magnitude of velocity. So if a speed is zero, so velocity will be certainly zero, because direction is fixed, direction is constant, moving in one dimensional motion, and a speed is zero, speed zero means magnitude of velocity zero, so velocity will be certainly zero. So this statement will be false. Okay, now let us check statement C. This statement saying with constant speed must have zero acceleration. With constant speed, a speed constant. Okay, student, a speed constant means for a particle in one dimensional motion, if a speed is constant, then it means velocity is also constant. Why? Because direction is fixed. For a body, let us assume an example for a vehicle which is moving towards eastward, okay, with some speed, constant speed 2 meter per second, like this. Okay, 20 meter per second. Okay, 20 meter per second with speed is constant, 20 meter per second. Direction is constant towards east, so its velocity is also constant. Velocity is a vector quantity having magnitude and direction, so velocity is also constant. And if velocity is constant, it means acceleration is zero. Certainly, because if acceleration will have some value, then velocity will not remain constant, it will change velocity. So if velocity constant means acceleration zero, and this statement is saying with constant speed constant must have zero acceleration, Yeah, this statement is true, so it is true, this statement is true, no problem. Okay, let us check statement D. With positive value of acceleration must be speeding up. Very nice, good statement. Student, we have to check that if acceleration is positive, then does it mean that its speed, the speed of particle will speed up, will always increase? Is it possible? Is it correct in general? Can we say it? Okay, let us check. Student, normally we know that if a vehicle is going towards this side, okay, let us assume this is your origin, this is your positive x-axis. You have taken positive direction this side. Okay, in this case, suppose acceleration is this side, means this vehicle this the speed of this vehicle, speed of this vehicle will be increasing, okay, because acceleration is this direction, and we will say that this vehicle is in accelerated motion, means acceleration positive and a speed increasing, normally this is a common situation which we encountered during solving of problems of like this chapter, okay. Acceleration positive, speed increasing, okay. But is it true for any case, in any case, that whenever acceleration will be positive, speed will increase? Okay, let us check. It is not always correct, student. Just I see you some example. Let us see some example. Example number 1. Let us assume that. Let us take an example of motion under gravity. Assume we take this is your origin, this is your ground, okay, and we take positive y-axis this side, positive y-axis this side. Concept should be clear, student. We can take direction of x-axis or positive x-axis, negative x-axis in any direction as per our convenience, okay. It's not necessary that you have to always take positive y-axis this side, upward direction. This is not necessary, okay. Now what happens, student? This positive y-axis, okay, and if you project anybody now in vertically upward direction, what will happen? At any instant, acceleration, that is acceleration due to gravity, that always acts in vertically downward direction, and since you have taken positive y-axis in vertically downward direction, so this g, its value will be taken positive. Just remember what happens normally, students, we take positive y-axis in this direction, upward direction, and that's why during solving problem, during writing equations, b equals to u plus at, and like this, whenever we write equations, then in those cases we take its sign negative, because there we take positive y-axis in vertically upward direction, okay. But here we have to check the statement in case when acceleration is positive value, so we have taken positive y-axis downward direction, and so the value of acceleration becomes positive, okay. Now see, when this body will be projected in vertically upward direction, then at any particular instant while it is moving upward, its speed is decreasing. Obviously acceleration is acting in downward direction and it is moving towards upward, so its speed is decreasing during moving upward direction. Speed is decreasing and acceleration positive, but speed is decreasing, must be speeding. So you can say during upward motion, acceleration g, what, this is positive, but a speed is decreasing. So this statement is false. In general, we can't say that whenever acceleration is positive, a speed will be certainly a speed up. Speed will be certainly increasing. We can't say in general. Acceleration, you can say acceleration positive, but a speed is decreasing. Okay, student? Yeah. But in the same example, if you talk during downward motion, then during downward motion, acceleration is positive and a speed is increasing. Then in downward motion, this statement would be correct. But in general, we can't say, and so this statement is false. Okay. Let us take another example, student. Example 2. Just suppose this is a ground, okay, and a person is standing at some height on a building, high story building, okay, and there is some layer of sand like this, okay, sand. Okay, now he drops a ball from this height. He drops a ball u equals to 0 from this height. What will happen? This ball will start to come downward, okay, with increasing speed, because you are understanding, because acceleration g is acting downward direction, so its speed will continue to increase till this level. But after this, as soon as it will start, this ball will start to penetrate the sand, what will happen? Its speed will start to decrease. Why? Because force now, repulsive force will start to act on ball upward direction means acceleration in upward direction. This is your origin, this is your positive y-axis. This is normal convention what we normally assume, origin positive y-axis in vertically upward direction. So during this period when the ball is penetrating the sand, acceleration is positive, acceleration in upward direction, okay, but a speed is decreasing, a speed not increasing, a speed decreasing. So again from this example you can say that this statement is false. So overall the answer of D is false statement. Okay student, I hope you should have no any confusion. So we meet in next class with solution of next questions. Thank you.